Welcome back, everyone, from the world of YouTube. Welcome back to the world of esports. Now, the ESL One Mumbai event for Dota 2 did finish off earlier on in this week, at least from when we're recording this right now. And we've already shown you in some other videos what went down in the group stages, but it's time to take a look at how the playoffs and, of course, the grand finals went, and more importantly, who took home that trophy.
With the group stage done and dusted, it was now time to see which team would lift the trophy of ESL One Mumbai. But despite the fact that all of the teams competing in the group stage made it into the playoffs, the road to the final was still quite long. Everything started in the upper bracket with a duel between Na'Vi and Keen Gaming. Apparently, the CIS region representatives really took themselves seriously after their struggle with Team in Group A. As during their first game, they not only managed to stop the Chinese team's advance, but also dragged it to a positive conclusion. And even though Keen Gaming took Game 2 without breaking a sweat, ultimately Na'Vi persevered and were now only one step away from the grand final. And they didn't have to wait long for their next opponent, as during the second game of the day, Mineski once again proved that the recent roster changes were not that big of a deal, and after two rather one-sided games, sent Team straight into the lower bracket, where despite fighting valiantly, this North American roster ultimately ran out of luck and had to submit to TNC Predator's aggression.
Be a great Omni Slash. What is stolen? He's pulling it back into Tim. And it's Ravage. He's pushing forward. The Sun's on into Eternal Envy. He cannot die. Shove into the black hole. Three times and then run. Catching three of his own. And goes Team down the drain.
Turns out their bumpy ride during the group stage helped the Asian team find the same flame they showed during WESG. Too bad that in the process they also had to send home Signify. But despite leaving the tournament with an 0-6 record, Signify were still able to play in front of their own crowd, which is certainly something to be proud of. As for TNC Predator, however, their advance was brutally stopped by Keen Gaming, which after dealing with the Pango, finally got their revenge on the Philippine roster for the WESG finals in China.
The Glimpse pulls back Tims into the middle of Keen Gaming. Just be 3 euros down. He won't even get denied by the neutral. Not that would have mattered much.
Now, the only thing that stood in Keen Gaming's way before reaching the grand final was Natus Vincere, who earlier lost their upper bracket final to Mineski. Yes, Na'Vi had their close moments and their second game even lasted over an hour, but in the end, Febby and his ex-crew managed to end it.
Second map was amazing. What went wrong in the third one?
I think we lost the draft and got outplayed some default Dota things. We knew that the third map gonna be fast. It's always in those best of threes. It's like you play a 70-minute game and then next one gonna be Stomp, and we knew that.
I feel they were very predictable, knowing that they had success beating us in Game 2 with the Wraith King. We already had talks on how to deal with it. You know, that's why we prioritized Wyvern instead of Oracle, and then we thought of Omni Knight and it went really well, and we just won the lanes very hard. Nana had this fire in him. He was very angry and upset with Game 2, so I think he owned mid pretty hard.
That's why, despite their best efforts to stop Keen Gaming's onslaught and two almost hour-long games, the CIS region representatives failed and had to end their journey in Mumbai after a 0-2 defeat.
Oh, Chicken doesn't get a damn about your fountain. Look at him standing inside of your base. Oh, GG, Na'Vi. It's over.
And that's how Keen Gaming would face Mineski in the grand final. As the audience filled the NSCI Dome and took their seats, two teams were eager to go on stage and bring a conclusion to India's largest and first ever Dota 2 mega event. The battle for the title and the $135,000 grand prize would be contested by Group B rivals Mineski, coming in from the upper bracket, and Keen Gaming, who had to fight their way through the lower bracket after a loss to Na'Vi early on. The two teams had previously met in their group, where Keen Gaming took down Mineski convincingly, and the best-of-5 grand final kicked off in similar fashion. Game 1 saw the two teams initially staying close in terms of net worth, with Mineski enjoying a slight lead by taking down Keen's Spectre and Mix Assassin early on. Keen Gaming weren't too, well, keen about that, and made sure to make things difficult for Mineski.
But look at the triumvirate of wards they placed around the Roche pit.
They're going to try and cancel his TP. Then the damage is so fast into Kaka. They may be able to actually get the skill. KP strike, but look at the damage reduction and the Echo Slam. They've got enough. The Ravage connects over on 3. Maybe not when KP is able to begin his TP out. All they try to do is hold him there. Oh, of course not. There is already a Yule Scepter over on the Razor. Triple kill for Yi.
And 11 bagged himself a triple kill before Keen closed out game 1.
This game looks like it's done and dusted. Flykin can move around to try and kill off Old Chicken, but with the fissure, it doesn't create enough space. They just go in deeper. The Echo Slam from Febby is stylish, but it ain't good enough. Old Chicken has a triple kill. They may give him more. GG is called. Keen Gaming will take game 1 of this grand final.
Coming hot off the back of a defeat in Game 1, Mineski tried some early aggression as they took down a handful of Keen's heroes. But once again, Keen Gaming were just waiting for the right moment in order to strike.
KP turns on the Song of the Siren, but Old 11 as well as Yi, they can just fight through their BKBs. So the TP, KP knows he cannot get it off. He needs to move back out. The curse is out. Razor was starting to steal some of the damage, and Ember Spirit, Old Chicken in the back lines. It's a perfect searing chain. It's already a double kill. The Sun's combining with the Chain Frost. Febby can't do anything. He can't even get the Echo Slam off. It was the Sinister Gaze that cancelled it. Maybe Moon has enough damage. No, he doesn't. He'll pop as well. Even in the Wukong's command, the buyback had to be expended to get this advantage back in. KP will finally die, giving Yi that ultra kill onto the Razor.
And Keen kept pushing Mineski. And finally, Mineski crumbled, conceding Game 2 to Keen Gaming. There wasn't much left for Mineski to try and salvage, as Keen Gaming looked unstoppable throughout the grand final.
He's just bouncing around the top. Now they see the silencer. There's your opportunity, but he can't get close enough. The blink deck keeps getting put on cooldown, and the global has been used, but the back wall combination, way too good. Side blade slice through everyone. Jump down south. You can kill the bounty hunter as well. And Mineski, they're more than on the ropes. They've been waiting for some level of opportunity, and they'll continue to wait until maybe the next ESL.
What a statement game from Keen.
It took less than 3 hours for Keen Gaming to secure their best-of-5 grand final win in Mumbai, and they did it with a powerhouse finish. Mineski's Febby was, however, crowned the Mercedes-Benz MVP by community voting, which meant that the South Korean stand-in managed to make his own mark in India.
Here! Take your trophy, Febby!
Congratulations on winning the MVP. You said on the stage that you feel like you didn't deserve it.
Yeah, I don't think I deserve this at all. We got 3-0 in the grand final, so I feel like the MVP should have been on the other team.
What went wrong in the final?
I just feel like we got out-strategized like all 3 games. We had an idea coming in the game, and it was completely like we thought about it wrong, I guess. Yeah.
In the end, though, it was all Keen Gaming. They may have taken the long route to the final, but they made short work of Mineski, as the Chinese roster can now call themselves champions of ESL 1 Mumbai 2019.
If you guys liked our recap of the playoffs and the grand finals, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button, because every time you do, the Radiant wins. And make sure to check out over here to check out our other content for World of Esports. I'm gonna play the video as you guys watch it.